If you want to understand how credit card minimum payments work, picture yourself trying to empty a bathtub. You are scooping water out with a small cup as fast as you can, but the faucet is still running. The system is designed to keep you scooping while the water level rises. This chart compares your monthly payments against your accumulating interest. That flat horizontal line represents your minimum payment, usually around $2. To break out of that cycle, you have to pay more than the minimum. Every extra dollar you put toward the principal is a dollar that stops generating interest forever. But deciding to pay more usually introduces a new problem. Most people aren't dealing with just one credit card. They are juggling 3, 4, or 5 different balances, all carrying different interest rates and different total amounts. When you finally carve out an extra $200 a month from your budget, you hit a paralyzing dilemma. Exactly which of those balances should get the extra cash first? Financial educators generally recommend one of 2 specific exit strategies for this scenario: the debt snowball or the debt avalanche. Selecting between these 2 paths requires balancing financial logic against your own behavioral patterns. The choice you make influences whether you maintain the effort long enough to see your balances reach 0. Faster, more energetic tone. This matrix plots financial strategies by mathematical efficiency versus psychological momentum. The debt snowball method sits in the high momentum, low efficiency zone. To execute it, you take all of your extra surplus cash and apply it exclusively to your smallest overall debt balance. The core rule of the snowball is that you completely ignore the interest rates attached to your cards. By targeting the smallest pile of debt first, your primary outcome is the rapid sequential elimination of individual accounts. You pay minimums on everything else, and very quickly you wipe a balance off the board entirely. This strategy directly targets present bias, the human tendency to value immediate relief over long-term rewards. Every time you zero out an account, your brain receives the feedback it needs to stay engaged with the plan. But that motivation comes with a specific trade-off. By ignoring the interest math, your highest rate cards are left lingering on minimum payments for extended periods of time. Because those expensive cards continue compounding, the snowball method ensures you will pay more total interest over the lifespan of your debt. Critics of this method point to that extra interest cost and label the strategy financially inefficient. The debt snowball intentionally sacrifices maximum financial efficiency. It trades extra interest for the psychological momentum required for long-term follow-through. Looking back at the matrix, the debt avalanche method sits on the opposite side: high efficiency, low momentum. To execute this, you allocate all your surplus funds strictly to the card with the highest APR. The rule for the avalanche is to completely ignore the total balance sizes when choosing your primary target. The outcome is mathematical precision. You aggressively attack the specific account that is actively costing you the most money, minimizing the compounding effect of the highest interest rates first. This strategy saves the absolute maximum amount of literal dollars and cents over your repayment timeline. However, if your highest interest card also happens to be your largest balance, your visible progress will flatline. You may pour hundreds of extra dollars into that massive balance month after month without experiencing the relief of crossing a single debt off your list. For many, that lack of visible progress leads to burnout, which is why borrowers often abandon this specific plan before reaching the finish line. The debt avalanche provides a mathematically perfect solution, but significantly increases the risk of failure for anyone requiring frequent, tangible wins to stay disciplined. Regardless of the strategy you choose, neither will work without 2 fundamental lifestyle changes. First, you must completely halt all new purchases on the credit cards you are actively paying down. Use cash or a debit card to ensure you aren't adding to the very problem you're trying to solve. Second, you must set up automated monthly transfers for your targeted payment amount. Automation protects you from decision fatigue. By removing the monthly choice of how much to pay, you prevent the temptation to underpay during a difficult month. Without freezing new spending and automating payments, any strategic payoff method is useless. You are simply treading water while the debt faucet is still running. The avalanche is optimal on paper, while the snowball is often more effective for actual human behavior. Choosing correctly depends on identifying which archetype best fits your personality. This decision tree maps 2 core borrower profiles: The first is the demoralized debtor. If you struggle with present bias, start and stop long-term plans, and feel overwhelmed at the sheer number of bills arriving each month, this is your profile. You should choose the debt snowball. View the extra interest as a necessary cost to secure the motivation required to finish the journey. The second profile is the analytical optimizer. If you are highly disciplined, maintain budgeting spreadsheets, and are driven by minimizing every cent of interest, you fit here. You should choose the debt avalanche. You do not require the psychological boost of early wins and shouldn't pay an interest penalty. Success in debt repayment isn't about finding the perfect spreadsheet. It's about being honest regarding your own financial psychology. Committing to either strategy is a massive improvement over remaining on the autopilot of minimum payments. Pick a path, Snowball or Avalanche, and commit to it strictly for the next 12 to 24 months. Taking immediate control of your payment structure forces your money to work for you rather than against you. If you want the step-by-step playbook to execute this starting today, comment the word debt below.